The story of Meera. Meera grew up in a small village where the nearest hospital was 20 kilometers away. Her family was poor, but her dreams were rich. She was only 8 years old when her younger brother fell seriously ill with a high fever. There was no vehicle, no doctor nearby. Her mother cried. Her father looked helpless. After a long wait, a small medical van came. A nurse in a white uniform stepped out, carrying a calm smile and a stethoscope. She treated Meera's brother with care and confidence. That night, the fever went down. Meera looked at that nurse as if she was an angel. That was the moment Meera decided, one day, I will wear that white uniform. I will become a nurse. Meera was not a topper. English scared her. Science was difficult. Her classmates laughed when she mispronounced medical terms. But Meera never gave up. Every morning, before sunrise, she would sit with her old second-hand books and read them out loud. Sometimes, she didn't even understand what she was reading, but she kept going. Her father once told her, Meera, dreams are not for people like us. She replied, No, Baba. Dreams are exactly for people like us, because we have nothing else. She worked in the fields during the day, studied by candlelight at night, and saved every coin for her entrance exam. Years later, Meera passed her nursing exams. She wore that white uniform with pride. On her first day at the city hospital, she entered the emergency ward. The air smelled of antiseptic. People shouted. Monitors beeped. Fear was everywhere. An accident victim was bleeding. A child was vomiting. An old woman was gasping for air. Meera froze. Her hands trembled. A senior nurse shouted, Why are you standing like a statue? Help! She did her best. But at night, she cried alone in the dormitory. She whispered to herself, Maybe I'm not ready. Maybe I don't belong here. But the next morning, she came early. She read patient files carefully. She asked questions. She practiced everything twice. Slowly, the fear turned into focus. One rainy night, the city was hit by a devastating flood. Water entered homes. Streets became rivers. Power went out. At the hospital, chaos broke out. Only 5 nurses were on duty. The doctors couldn't reach the hospital. Phone lines were down. Generators stopped working. A newborn baby was turning blue. A pregnant woman screamed in pain. A man with a head injury needed stitches. Meera took a deep breath and said, We can't wait. We must act. She tied her scarf tightly, picked up the newborn, and pumped oxygen manually using a handbag. She stitched the man's wound with trembling hands. She guided the pregnant woman through labor, holding her hand and whispering, You are not alone. I am here. By morning, 2 babies had been delivered safely. No lives were lost that night. Everyone looked at Meera, eyes wide, hearts full. A senior doctor arrived in the morning and said, You saved a hospital. How did you do this? She replied softly, I just remembered why I became a nurse. From that day, everyone in the hospital knew her name. Not because she was perfect, but because she was fearless in the face of fear. She didn't do it for fame. She did it because she cared. Patients began asking for Sister Meera by name. Families thanked her with folded hands. Even the hospital director once said, We have many staff members, but only one Meera. Years passed. Meera trained young nurses. She told them stories of kindness, patience, and bravery. One day, A girl in a white uniform walked up to her and said, "Ma'am, I became a nurse because of you." Meera smiled, her eyes full of tears, because she remembered she had once been that little girl too. Closing thought. Meera's story is not about big awards or newspaper headlines. It's about silent courage, about standing when your legs are shaking, about caring even when your heart is tired. Meera was just an ordinary girl, but her heart? That was extraordinary. Hey, this is Jeevan Verma. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to ring the bell.